right, snow lovers, get ready. Things are about to get real interesting. Hello there, Carson Meredith with you on this Saturday evening. A little later than usual. Forgive me for the delay. But we have a lot to talk about in our chat tonight. Starting off with some snow tomorrow morning. And then late next week is looking more and more interesting with each passing run of the data. So a lot to discuss in the long term and a good bit to discuss in the short term as well. So let's just jump right into it. We'll get you outside to radar first because you see a quiet radar. Had quite a few rain showers roll through today. 2 waves of rain, really, one of which was south of the parkways earlier this morning. Then we all got in on some of those showers this afternoon. But right now, it's a clean sweep. In fact, we've got some clearing skies. That's not going to last too terribly long, but it is going to allow those temperatures to continue to drop as the evening goes on. A lot of us already in the 30s and low 40s. That's thanks to that first cold front that has moved through. And you look off to our north and west, and you see the second cold front that we will be watching tonight that will bring the chance for snow. And, of course, that colder air, too. And everything's right on schedule at this point. It's just going to keep on diving southeast as this cold front. And as it does so, it's going to give us a quick little burst of snow showers after midnight tonight. So if you're about to head out for a Saturday evening, you should be fine. It's not until after midnight tonight when these snow showers will start to move in. If you're a football fan, by the way, we got a playoff game in Chicago that's about to start in a few minutes, and it might be a snow globe up there for that game this evening, which should be entertaining to watch. Now, back here at home, we will see those snow showers pick up after midnight like we talked about. Temperatures will fall into the 20s when you wake up tomorrow morning, and it's really going to be after sunrise tomorrow morning where we bottom things out. It's like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. will be in the upper 20s. I got 28 for a forecast low with those snow showers moving on in, especially after midnight tonight. And it's not an all-day affair, as you guys know by now, with these snow showers tomorrow. It's mainly a morning. I don't want to say problems. It's not going to be a huge problem, but it'll be more of a morning snow as opposed to an all-day snow. It's about a 30 to 40% chance through 9 or 10 a.m. Now, you do notice right at midnight tonight, there's a possibility that it may start off at least as a brief wintry mix with kind of a rain snow potential. That's not going to last long. It's just kind of like right on the leading edge of that cold front, the battle line, if you will, with the warm air and the cooler air. Might be a little bit of a mix, but by and large, we're just dealing with exclusively snow showers overnight tonight and early Sunday morning. So here's Futurecast. This is right around midnight. This is the HRRR model, and you see that mix I was talking about, maybe up towards Bloomington and Bedford. Very initially, there could be that little bit of a rain-snow mix, but by and large, this is going to be snow showers primarily. We keep going through the night. Here's 2 a.m., and you see this initial punch of snow that moves through around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's where that 40% chance comes in. It's that pocket of snow that I showed you a few minutes ago that's up towards Chicago right now. So that'll move in just after midnight. That's where we'll have the most widespread snow, around a 40% chance. And behind that front, you see more of these snow showers wrapping around with that colder air filtering in. There'll be just kind of a smattering of these snow showers all over the place, but they will linger into the first few hours of the day on Sunday. Here's 8 a.m. Again, just scattered light snow showers by and large. And by noon, it's all gone. So this is a short little snow, but it kind of as an appetizer, I suppose, for all of you snow lovers for what might be ahead down the line. Here's a snowfall map. We went ahead and drew one up just to kind of show you guys that this really is not going to be a major problem. I think for a lot of you, we're just looking at a little dusting on the grass in the front yard and maybe a little dusting on the top of the car and on the roof of the house. That's it. Now, having said that, there could be one or two of these snow showers that have just slightly higher snowfall rates. Maybe a little bit more of a burst as opposed to the lighter stuff. Not everybody will see these slightly heavier bursts, but if you do, you may pick up 1/10 of an inch of snow or 2/10 of an inch of snow. But that's going to be the highest extent of any kind of accumulations that we'll see tomorrow morning. And even then, that's not a ton. As far as travel issues, we do not anticipate any major travel issues, mainly because the ground is so warm, right? We've been in the 50s and 60s for much of this first part of January. So the ground's thawed out from that cold December. Of course, the end of December finished cold too, or warm too, right? So we're not too overly worried about the roads. They should be in decent shape. The only minor concern you might have to keep an eye on if you're heading out for church or brunch in the morning would be maybe one or two slick spots on a bridge or an overpass here or there. That's the only travel issue that we might have. We'll keep an eye on any visibility issues that crop up, and if we get any heavier burst of snow, I just don't see that being a major problem right now. So just a little bump in the road, but I know a lot of you will be excited about this small snow chance tomorrow morning. To the comments we go for the first time tonight. Wizard of Night, hello. So the Panthers have lost. That was watched it on my dinner break. That was an interesting finish for sure, if that was indeed the case. Hi, Blue. Hope you're well. Shonda, how we doing? Jason, good to see you tonight. See some Facebook post about a snowstorm next week. Is that true? Not yet. ... How about that for a tease? We will discuss the setup for the end of next week in a moment. In a few moments. Let's see. Weather Geek, hello. Hello there. Adam is the happiest man on the face of the earth right now because the Hoosiers are playing for a national championship. Well done. I mean, what do you say? It's incredible what they've done. They got one more here in about a week and a half, which is hard to believe. Mary, where will snow showers be? Everywhere. They will be everywhere. Overnight tonight through about 10 or 11 a.m. tomorrow. Everybody's going to have that chance for snow showers, at least at some point after midnight tonight until about 10 or 11 in the morning. We got the snowfall map right here. Most of you see a dusting. If you get a quick little burst of snow, you may see 1/10 of an inch or 2/10 of an inch. So like that much at most with these snow showers in the morning. All right. So that's the setup snow-wise for tonight into tomorrow morning. Let's talk about the cold because that is here all day tomorrow. We're in the low 40s by and large right now. There's more 30s in southern Indiana. Last check in Louisville, we were at 42, although that might have changed at the top of the hour. But we will all bottom out around 27, 28 degrees in the morning. And when we do bottom out in the upper 20s, it's going to feel more like the teens instead. So a very cold Sunday morning. Time to get the heavy coats and the hats and the gloves out again. And as we go into the afternoon, you notice those wind chills will stay in the 20s all day long. So our forecast highs will be around 34, 35. But it's not going to feel like it. It'll feel more like 24, 25, 26 instead. So a very cold and blustery day tomorrow with those gusts. Likely around 20, 25 miles an hour most of the day. Now, I do think we'll see a few peaks of sunshine late tomorrow afternoon. The clouds will hold tough for a little bit once the snow showers are gone, but I do think we'll at least see some slight clearing late in the day on Sunday, past 3 or 4 p.m. But again, it will be cold and it will be blustery. All right. Late next week. You guys know the setup. If you're watching Snow Talk yesterday, big trough's going to take over the eastern U.S. And as it does so, there will be all different pieces of energy that we're going to have to watch working around the trough across the Great Lakes, potentially diving into our area. But could there also be these southern stream systems that try to scoot through? And if so, will we have any phasing? And if we have any phasing, where does that occur? Because where we have phasing is where we may have winter storm potential. Maybe not here, but maybe somewhere nearby. There's at least two windows that bear watching for now. There could, however, be a third system to watch as we get towards next weekend. Let's start off with the first system next week. This is going to be Wednesday into Thursday. And snow lovers, you got that push notification on the app that said, get excited, because this setup for the middle part of next week has trended a little snowier, at least on the 12Z data today. We'll see if that trend holds. But you're going to have this trough in full control over the eastern U.S. And the question is going to be, how amplified can this trough get? The more amplified a trough is, the stronger it is. And that would allow for a more potent system to develop. Up until today, the trend had been, at least on the European model, which I'm showing you, was to just have a few rain showers around on Wednesday, and perhaps some of those rain showers turn into snow showers Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And that's mainly because this trough did not look too terribly amplified. It looked weaker, right? Well, the trend today, or the idea today, I should say, with the European model was to amplify that trough, make it stronger, and allow for this system to be over our area a bit longer and perhaps have more moisture to work with, which would mean potentially more snow. So the general idea of rain showers Wednesday, snow Wednesday night still stands. It's just we've seen a bit of an uptick today in potentially how much snow we could get Wednesday night into early Thursday. I will tell you, this does not look like a winter storm Wednesday night into Thursday at all. It does not look like a winter storm for us. Now, as this system slides eastward out of our area as we head into Thursday morning, then it looks like it could be a rather potent system, maybe across eastern Kentucky, but especially up the mid-Atlantic, up into the Virginias, Pennsylvania, New York, so on. So we'll kind of miss the biggest snow, it looks like, with this system. But this system will be in its beginning stages of maturing into a potent storm, which will leave the opportunity for at least a nice snowfall event across the region. This is Wednesday night into Thursday. Here's the snow cover potential. This does not have any numbers on it at all. But you see the general idea that as this system starts to get its act together Wednesday night into Thursday, we could have some light accumulations. But that was just kind of the latest adjustment today. Was perhaps a little more snow Wednesday night into Thursday. So that's another system that we'll have. So we got tomorrow morning, shouldn't be a big deal. Wednesday night into Thursday doesn't look huge, but it could be interesting, especially if these trends hold. Now I'm going to jump to the 10-day, but we're far from done talking about what lies ahead. So there's the 10-day full. We're at 36 tomorrow. That's here in Louisville. A lot of you are at 34 or 35. 45 Monday, 55 Tuesday. Nice day Tuesday. Maybe a few evening showers, but during the day it looks good. And then that Wednesday night, Thursday system we just talked about. That's trending slightly snowier midweek. Now, you get to next weekend. Well, let me pause on that for a minute. Friday, there may be another northern stream disturbance that dives in from the Great Lakes and the northern plains that could give us another round of snow showers on Friday. That doesn't look to be a major deal at this point. However, as some of you have probably seen on social media today, the GFS, which I don't have pulled up here tonight, but the GFS does have a southern stream system developing as we get into next weekend, Saturday specifically. And that southern stream system may try to give us a more significant winter storm, if not nearby, perhaps right over us into next Saturday. I will tell you for now, the GFS is an outlier with the winter storm next weekend. Having said that, if this setup is more amplified, if it's stronger, and if we get some kind of phasing to occur where a northern stream disturbance phases with the southern stream disturbance, then it's possible we could have a winter storm next weekend. I don't think it's likely. I do not think it's likely, but it's something that we'll have to watch as we go through the next week or so. But our forecast for now, we'll just have scattered snow showers, about a 30% chance for snow showers Friday and next Saturday. That's it for now. I think the bigger snowstorm potentials right now look to be just east of us, but that could easily shift back to the west. That's what happened with the Wednesday setup. It shifted a little west today, which would make us more favorable for snow midweek. Same exact thing could happen with next weekend too. So that's kind of where we are at this point, guys. I say get excited because the opportunities are returning for snow. And I know a lot of you are happy about that. What is consistent, snow or no snow, is cold. It is going to be a very cold, well, not very cold. It's just going to be cold, period. As we head into the end of next week, next weekend, and into the following week. MLK Day is next Monday, so some of you might have that holiday off. It looks cold. It definitely looks colder for the second half of the month. Highs in the 30s, lows in the teens and 20s. So that colder air is definitely on the way. And it'll come with a little bit of snow too. All right. Let's go through the comments. Mind of Mop on YouTube. Spot on. Everyone is all over social media about those two systems next week, and there is still not a clear signal. Spot on. That's the too long didn't read version of what we've been talking about, right, over the last 15 or 20 minutes. Again, the signal's been fluctuating, right? It's been going back and forth for days now. So it's possible that we could have more substantial accumulations, especially next weekend, like the GFS is suggesting. But it's the only model suggesting that at this point. All the other models say next weekend we might just have some snow showers. That's it. So it's a wait and see game, especially with next weekend. Especially with that setup. Wednesday night, I think we got a decent chance for a light snow event. If that trend holds, we may have to put up an alert day for Wednesday night and early Thursday. But next weekend is just too early. There's going to be a lot of fluctuating between the models as we go through the next 7 days on that setup, for sure. Let's see. Hi, DJ King. Hope you're good. What's the story with this blizzard, right? Everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be a monster snowstorm. You know, a good rule of thumb is don't buy into any model that wants to dump over a foot of snow in the South in a week. Because that doesn't happen very often. And by South, I mean like Tennessee and further south. Now, if that's showing up 2 or 3 days in advance, okay, we can have a different conversation. But to see a model show that a week out, you want to tread very, very lightly with that. So, yeah. All right. So there's that. Let's see. I feel like we'll get one big snowstorm, 6 inches or more, and then the rest of the season will be boring. Well, we'll find out, I guess. And remember, we've already had over 10 inches of snow this winter, technically, right? It was all back in December. But I think it'll get more interesting as we head into, obviously, this upcoming stretch we have in mid-January, but February might have something up its sleeve too. Let's see. Can you make the snow not miss our area east? We'll try. I think the heaviest stuff Wednesday night to Thursday will miss us east. Next weekend probably misses us east, but we'll see. We'll see. So again, always be skeptical of a southern snowstorm where models put out a foot of snow a week out. Always be skeptical. 2 or 3 days in advance, oh yeah, that's one thing. But if it's 7 days out and it wants to dump a foot of snow on Tennessee, I want to tread lightly on that. Let's see. Yeah, Weather Geek, right? Snow and MLK Day, everybody has flashbacks to 94, right? Yeah. Nothing like that. Nothing like that at all, Weather Geek. At all. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Could we get over 6 inches of snow? Well, for the rest of the season, yeah. For the rest of the season. The odds of getting over 6 inches of snow with one of these setups next week is very, 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 very low right now, in my view. Could that change? Sure. 7 days away, especially with that weekend system. But right now, I think that chance is very slim for next week. But could we get 6 more inches of snow through the rest of winter? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. A few more comments and we'll wrap it up tonight. I think we're good, actually. All right. Well, yes, technically that is true. We have not seen any snow this year. So that'll change in the morning. We'll get some snow in here in the morning. But yeah, when you're looking at the whole winter that goes back to December 1st, we've had about 10, I can't remember the exact decimal, like 10.7, something like that. And there is more to come, it appears, starting with a few snow showers tomorrow morning. So that's all I got tonight, guys. Again, especially with next week, a lot of moving parts. Lots of moving parts. Real quick question from Zach. Will we see a lot of wind? It's going to be breezy tomorrow. It's going to be blustery. Like we mentioned earlier, might have some gust around 25 miles per hour. It'll make it feel more like the 20s, even though the high will be in the 30s. Tuesday also looks blustery, but it will be a warmer wind. I'll mention that before we go. Could be gust around 30 to 35 miles an hour on Tuesday. So definitely some windy days ahead. It'll be a cold wind tomorrow, and it'll be a milder wind on Tuesday, though. Amy, from all teachers, please tell us there's a chance for snow days in the next 2 weeks or 2 months. I think there's chances. Of course, what is a snow day anymore, right? I'm glad I got out of the school system just in time before all that NTI nonsense came to be. But I think that the opportunities are going to be there for snow days. Next week, we'll see. But we got a long way to go in winter, guys. This was kind of a halftime break that we just had in the last few weeks. Now we're heading into the second half, and it's definitely going to get colder for sure, but I think we've got plenty more opportunities for snow on the way. All right. That's all I got tonight, guys. I'm off tomorrow night, so you won't see me here on the live stream tomorrow night. Big thank you to Mr. Hoke, who will be covering for me tomorrow night. I appreciate it. So you won't see me tomorrow night here on the stream, but we'll be back at it next weekend, maybe in the middle of snow. We'll see. And we'll keep on rolling through this first month of the new year. All right, guys, appreciate you watching. You can catch me tonight on Wave News at 11. Looks like we got figure skating on tonight, so you can watch us after that on TV. And if not, I will catch you guys again next weekend right here on our digital side of things. Take care. Talk soon. Good night.